Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a redstone shop. Now what's great about this, guys, it was actually introduced to me by a good friend of mine named Josh. He showed me the concept and the whole idea of it, and just want to give him a big shout out for that, thank you. But I wanted to take this to a whole different level. Now check this out, what we have here about 8 selections that you could purchase from. Now our currency for this example is going to be iron ingots. So of course, if you put one iron ingot inside the dropper, you're going to get bread, which we just selected, back inside the same dropper. Now the cool thing is, everything is being done within the dropper, so you don't have to worry about it going to a different chest or going anywhere else. It's all done in front of you. Another great thing is, no matter how many iron ingots you put in, you will always get the same amount back, depending on what you're selecting. Yo, so just for the fun of it, let's go extreme here, alright? We're going to pick some cookies, we're going to put a full stack of iron ingots inside, and you're going to see right away that we're going to get a full stack of cookies in return. One thing I love about it is the fact that it's all done inside, so you get a great visual of everything happening in front of you. Look at that, it's awesome. I love it. Now, the cool thing is another safety feature I added to this is the fact that, say for example, you pick an item, right? The only thing that's going to suck out of this are the iron ingots. But if you put something that doesn't belong in there, for example this spruce wood plank, it's going to stay right in there. It's not going to move. So it's an awesome safety feature to have so that nobody can interfere or mess with your system. Now of course we got to get inside to refill it and of course get our currency back. Now once you place that redstone torch there, a hidden door is going to open. And that's going to allow us to go to the top part here so we can refill the inventory with ease. Look at that. You just go right into that dropper, refill your stock, and you're good to go. Now downstairs is where all the money's at. Right over here you're going to have a large chest. And of course you're going to have all your iron ingots or whatever your currency is. And you can take it or go, do whatever you want, and just go crazy. Now once you're done doing all that, you come right back out and you take that torch off. And the wall closes as if nothing happened. Now, check this out. If you look in the back, the redstone isn't too complicated. I mean, for what it's worth, you have this super neat design. And it's very simplistic. It's very nice to have a nice visual effect in the background and not have like a bowl of spaghetti of redstone. So you know what? Let's jump right into it and let's begin. It's going to be the basic materials we're going to use. You will need a block of your choice. Some half slabs. You will need a item frame, an item, I like to use a bow and arrow, some sticky pistons, a chest, two ladders, a few droppers, hoppers, redstone dust, redstone torch, repeaters, comparators, and some form of lighting. Now in the description, guys, I will be putting the list of items needed for the build. Now, feel free to pause at this point and have this set up before you even start building, guys, alright? Once again, guys, I apologize for the back noise. It is New York. It gets a little crazy. If you guys heard anything, I think it was a fire truck behind me. Anyway, you're going to place a block there with a torch in front of it. And you're going to place a large chest on the side right on top of here. Then you're going to place a hopper going towards that chest on the side. Now once you've done that, place 2 blocks right there. And a hopper facing that block in front of it. Then you're going to place that block right back in front of that hopper. And 2 half slabs just like so. Then place a block right there with 2 pieces of redstone dust there. And a repeater going towards that block. Then you're going to place 2 comparators going forward with a block on top of it. See? Right there. Then place a block right there at an angle, delete that, and do it one more time. And delete that. Fantastic. Then you're going to add 2 pieces of redstone dust right on top. Now, once you've done that, guys, I want you to go right over here, and you're going to place a dropper upwards right there. and a hopper on top of it facing downwards. So you should have this kind of look at this point. Now we're going to set up the whole sorting system, guys. So we're going to need an anvil, and what I like to use is, you can use any item you want. The best thing to do to really keep this secure, guys, is make sure you label it something completely random. A name, whatever you want. Just make sure you rename it or relabel whatever item that is, so that if somebody else tries to put that same exact item in the system, it doesn't mess it up. Now you're going to put that one block in the last 4 items, you see? And in that first slot, that's going to be your currency that you want to use for the exchange. Now, like I said, we're using iron ingots. You can use whatever you want. But you're going to put 19 inside of it because one item is going to fall right into that bottom dropper. And it kind of stays like that for some reason. Now that we got that set up, we're going to go about 1 block away from the comparator. Well, parallel to it. Then from that point, you're going to place 8 blocks in total. Then you're going to put 3 half slabs right there. And from there, that's 8 blocks right across. So it's going to be a total of 8 blocks. I haven't stressed that out enough. Then you're going to put repeaters right across going towards that block. And a torch right there. And make sure to place a block on top of the redstone torches. And you're going to go right over here and place a block on top of each repeater. Then you're going to place a repeater going towards those blocks as well. And some redstone dust right on top of it. You see? And some redstone dust right there as well. Fantastic. So we're pretty much getting the actual comparator part set up for this. Now you're going to place a block right there. But you know what? Before we even do that, we're going to go all the way to the front end of this, place 3 blocks right there, delete those 2, and place a dropper right there, and make sure you repeat this right across like so. You see? You want all those droppers to be facing downwards. Then you're going to place a block right there on the side. That's going to be a temporary block. And once again, you're going to place hoppers going towards each block. So each hopper is going to be facing that direction. Now starting from here, you're going to place the hoppers going towards that end until you're parallel to the blocks. Then you can delete those blocks. And you're going to extend that straight line right across. See? Fantastic. Now you're going to place a block back on top of those repeaters. And of course, extend that from one end all the way down to the other. Now you're going to place a block on top of that redstone dust, because you got to cut that off. And starting from here, you're going to place a redstone torch on the side with a block on top of it. And you got to get your half slabs. So place a half slab there and extend it right across to your parallel to that block. See, it has to be a half slabs, okay guys? Otherwise it's going to lock the hoppers. And of course, just add some redstone dust like so. Now we're going to place a block right on top, delete the one underneath. Place a half slab there, like so. Then you're going to place a comparator going towards that block. A block behind the comparator. Delete that. And a comparator going towards that block right there. Fantastic. Now at this point, you're going to get your block of choice for the wall. And we're going to place 2 blocks right over here with a stair right there. And 2 more like so. Then place another stair upside down to give a real nice effect. So let's add some blocks right here across. Now right over here where that comparator is, that's where you're going to place your first item frame. Now I'm going to use an arrow. That's going to choose what we're going to pick to purchase. And once you've done that, add the item frames all around just to make it easier, and add one right there. I tend to like to put right there what's going to be needed to purchase it, but like I say guys, you can really make this your own style. Now right over here it gets slightly different, alright? We're going to have to delete 2 blocks. You're going to place one sticky piston right there with a block in front of it. Then you're going to place a redstone torch right underneath. Place a block there with some redstone dust, a block right there, and 2 more on top, a half slab right there, delete, well, put a block in front of it, and delete that. And that's where you can put your redstone torch with some redstone dust in front of it, and you're going to add 2 sticky pistons. Then at this point guys, make sure you use the same wall texture to cover all this up. And what I like to do is I like to make it slightly even and just kind of have this all squared off so it doesn't look obvious. Now just to show you what I did, I actually added some stairs right across on the top part over here just to really give it a little more detail, and added some solid blocks on top of it. But at this point guys, you can really hook up the whole front to your liking. Now to activate it, just add a torch right on front of it like so that the piston could extend. And see? Look at that. It's perfect. Nobody would ever really notice that that actually works like that. Now once you finally hooked up the front end of this, we're going to place our torch and we're going to start hooking up the inside as well. Now parallel to that first dropper, you're going to add some blocks in front of it. And you're going to create 3 more blocks going upwards until you're pretty much parallel to that hopper. And you're going to add 2 stairs just on the top part, not the bottom. Then add some half slabs right across. And if you really want to cover this up guys, add some carpet on top of it to really give that nice visual effect. I mean, you really want to just see those hoppers, it kind of gives a bit of a sloppy look, you know. Then we're going to cover this up as well because you don't want to see that redstone dust. And at this point, it should look just like this. Now we're going to start working on the bottom part where the actual treasury is going to be at, the currency. So go right under here, go right over here to the side part, and you're going to add a stair right there, and one in front of it, and one on the side of it. Then you're going to add some blocks to kind of cover this up as well and make this really nice wall section. Now at this point guys, you can really decorate this down here. You can add some blocks there, just kind of cover up that redstone dust, change the flooring a little bit to your style. And you can really add a few more things if you want to. I mean, you got some nice space here to really work with and kind of expand whatever you want to do down here. You want to add this as extra storage, etc. It's pretty much sky's the limit at this point. But the great thing guys, you can really personalize this to your specific settings and style to it, you know? Fantastic. And if you want to guys, you can even add some carpet down here just to give a little more color and flair. Alright, now I want to show you actually how to hook up the whole food system or the sections itself. And we're going to start off with this first corner here, okay? That first corner represents that first torch that's off, you see? So of course that's the first section. Now we are using bread, so for the first section you want to place an item frame there and your item inside of it as well, so you don't get confused when you're restocking. Now the thing is, you're going to have to put 2 iron ingots just so you can activate it, okay? You're going to get 1 bread back, but not to worry because that's actually how it starts off. Now the reason that happens is just like the sorting system, you're always going to get 1 item stuck in that hopper right behind this row here. But not to worry, once you preset that, you're pretty much good to go. Because look, I'm going to put 2 more iron ingots. And watch me get 2 pieces of bread at this point. Check it out. Bam, 2 pieces of bread and you're good to go. Now the thing is, you're going to have to redo this to each one. Alright, so you're going to go down to section 2. Go up here. That's going to be this one right there, right next to the bread, you see? The torch right next to the bread. Alright, let's label that and put your item inside of it. Now, of course, guys, you're not going to lose any iron ingots because it's going directly into your chest. But you want to preset this correctly. So when people start using it, you know, they don't lose, you know, an iron ingot. So you're always going to get one back, but then that's actually going to just preset it, like I said. And you're good to go. Now, keep in mind, you got to do that to each one. So just do that really quickly. And the system is going to be complete. Look at that. 6 more to go. Alright guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.